where division rivals will clash in the NFC South. It's the Bucs and the Saints on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get...
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. First down and much more here for Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
7 yards, the pickup there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one one bit. They'll look to throw here on first down. Open right side, complete to Rager. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And he'll go down at the 28. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 16 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. They'll get this out to Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He finds his man, complete. That's Delgado. That catch good for only a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
2nd and 9 now. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now he's forced out left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Lockett. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. These two teams all tied after 1. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Delgado. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
A 52-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 5. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
Third and goal, here's the option left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. But a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra.
Cliff Kingsbury saying, hey, let's take another look at that. He's going to throw down the challenge flag.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Delgado. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there's pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal, but you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And here's Kamara on the read option. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He finds his man, complete. It's Delgado. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Here we go with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Offense set to begin their next possession. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So we've hit halftime. You sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a toss. Kamara left side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun to give to Jones. Uses the stiff arm, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. They're exactly right.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll try and run the option. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Nagar's kick is good. And that'll move him back within 6 now. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And all the way up to the 31-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit. But I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge. And
let's go, baby. Let's go.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So Sean Payton correcting his decision to challenge as he wins the appeal. They go play action here on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd and 9 now. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges for the remainder of this ballgame. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
A time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. And they'll begin by running the option. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. And it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. Nagar's kick is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And able to get this out to the 25. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for the Saints. First and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Delgado. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So now the Bucs down by 12. At time, a huge factor. They'll have 1 play, maybe 2 before the 2-minute warning as they've got a 1st down. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Looking to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still... So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. He's got Reagor able to slither by, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. His throw incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll make it third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Kamara. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. And that's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On third down, here's Kamara. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So out come the Bucs now. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that one makes this a 19-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard